G need this immediately. They've got the kick off in their favour.
When you switch weapons, it so much sounds like someone's in here with you. Nick, what's the game called?
Violet Panda puts it a long way, and it's almost there. Justin keeps it alive. Telepostle there.
Be good enough if they can set up a decent execute. This forward position by Marved. Over the ropes. How many players are going across?
Set up for more. Pyramid comes through. Booga still alive. Shots going down. Can't connect with that one. One build left. The final moments of Fortnite World Cup.
Up smash. Happy feet. Wombo combo.
Olaf Maestro has been taken out towards the B bomb site, but out automatic's going towards A. Nothing else is going on. He's got to go back. Stewie's on his own, but look at the time.
It's easy to say that 1,000 games are released yearly, but despite this, the outcome of each and every one varies completely. Some will crash and burn, while others rise and become overnight successes. Regardless, the finals outcome is completely unknown due to it being under the radar for so long. Its trailer dropped back in February last year and was forgotten until a whole 8 months later when its beta released, only to then be shadow dropped mid-game awards in early December. Overall, the game's launch was very rough for Embark and was met with mixed emotions from the community. One continuous criticism was players comparing it to other games that died very quickly, these being Splitgate and Hyperscape. Well, Warzone 3 just came out, so this game's basically dead. This game better not turn into the next Splitgate or X-Defy. Hyperscape Part 2. They said that about Splitgate. This game's gonna die. Unfortunately,
was great.
No game was said about Splitgate.
It looks like a mobile.
It is identical. This is
X-Defy.
it's also just gonna be like these comparisons made me ask myself, is the finals truly doomed to fail?
It's called Fortnite. It's free.
Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga!
Look at the time. There's 7 seconds to go. They're trying to do pyramids, but it's no more play. Stewie's on the round. We're going to overtime.
Just like any other game, it's undeniable the finals has its own set of ups and downs and pros and cons. The first of which being very common among any multiplayer game. This first con very obviously being lag, and it's something everyone deals with while playing any multiplayer game, such as Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, or even non-FPS games like Rocket League. Despite this, the lag in the finals seems so much worse and extreme compared to any other multiplayer game. To explain this point in not just words, I will show you 2 separate clips, one coming from the beta in October and the other December, a week during its full release.
That was such a bad grapple. What the fuck, bro? I'm horrendous at this game.
Okay, I'm in A game. Little fucking play though, and the audio's delayed by about 5 seconds, but we make do. Really? No way. In comparison, here is a Rocket League clip from the month prior, just to prove that it was the finals that was the issue and not OBS and the recording software I used. Unfortunately for me, however, the lag has gotten significantly better, allowing for better quality clips. But OBS is a massive bitch, and so the audio got corrupted. But it's okay, because I did a voiceover. Grenade out.
Oh my fucking god, I can't live for 2 seconds.
Shh. Boom. Bang.
Like, what is that?
These clips are clearly a lot nicer and easier to watch compared to the lag fest from 2 months ago. The second point to bring up and talk about is the maps within the finals, or more realistically, the lack of maps. While playing the finals, I myself thought there were multiple maps, like good 10, maybe 20-ish. But in reality, there's only 4, but they changed certain aspects to make them seem fresh and new. There's 3 different aspects they change for each map. These being time of day, weather, and how far along in construction the map is. This allows the game to rotate these 4 maps continuously, changing these settings each and every time, making the maps feel new when it's just the same 4 on repeat, making it seem almost like a lie and a scam. However, this doesn't necessarily mean this is bad, as each map is fun to play on and unique in its own way. The only exception going to Las Vegas, because fuck Las Vegas. It's a fucking shit-ass map. The last con and problem to bring up, which is big enough to be obvious to me, would be the flamethrower. This gun could very easily be compared to some of the most broken anime or fictional characters known to mankind. It's just so stupid. In fact, to prove this, let me recreate a 30-minute match I had against a flamethrower user, and it pissed me the fuck off. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. Ah, fuck. Bang. I will happily confirm the fact that I did rage quit from not only the match, but also the entire game after this, simply because the guy just stomped everyone. It wasn't even a fair competition. The real question is, was this a skill issue? And yes, it absolutely was. But that doesn't mean the gun should be nerfed. Fuck the gun. But that's enough bitching about the game, because like I said, it's got pros and cons. So why don't we actually finally talk about the good stuff in the game? And it's a game I actually enjoy. The first pro being something I love for the game, and I think should be implemented into so many other FPSs. This being that guns are locked to certain classes, the 3 classes being light, medium, and heavy. This feature is so good because it stops certain people being so overpowered and outright broken. For example, giving the flamethrower, as stated earlier, being the most broken gun, to the light class, which is the fastest out of the 3, it just wouldn't be fair on anyone else. Fortunately for us, the flamethrower is solely locked to the heavy class, meaning a light class Mach 12 flamethrower isn't possible. The second pro is another amazing one for the game, and it reminds you a lot of Battlefield, and it's just the pure destructiveness you can get in this game. I think realistically, the destruction in this game is second to only Battlefield itself, which is why I made the comparison. Anything you see can and most likely will be destroyed. It adds just such a new feel to the game as it opens so many angles and walls to shoot from. In fact, here's my reaction to first seeing just the sheer amount of destruction that's possible in a normal match. Every single one.
Jesus fucking Christ, what the hell?
Then just to put the cherry on top of this destructive dessert, the heavy class, yeah, 90% of it is purely built to just break shit. Like, every wall, building, ceiling, or floor can get destroyed simply by the heavy class alone. The third and final thing to really talk about is just the pure simplicity of this game. A 9-year-old could probably pick it up and instantly be amazing at it, because it is genuinely just a point-and-click shooter. This then becomes even easier if you have prior experience in other FPSs like COD and Siege, and even Valorant, I guess. Additionally, you're not overwhelmed with so much information compared to Valorant and Siege, where the game is so much more complex and you have so many things to think about and how things are linked together and stuff like that. It's all just a bit Even then, this simplicity isn't just gameplay based. Like, just compare the HUDs of Valorant and Siege compared to the HUD of the finals. The first two are so overwhelming and outright just a massive clusterfuck compared to the finals, which is much more simple, easygoing, and just outright so much simpler to understand. And additionally, Ubisoft, what is this menu, bro? I don't even know what half my things is in Siege anymore. Like, they changed it recently and it makes no sense anymore. But then compared to the finals, which you have to just click 2 title screens and you end up finding all the games. In Siege, you have to track and trace Madeleine McCann before you can play a game. But with all that being said, and on a much calmer note, how legitimate are these claims, and is the finals truly doomed to fail? I think the answer to this is quite simple and obvious to many people. That being that, yes, of course it's fucking doomed to fail. I mean, just look at the player count at this point. The game currently sits at a quite respectable 24 to 26,000 as an average. But its all-time peak? Yeah, 242,000. Meaning it averages 10 times less than its peak. This is just such a obscene and insane player drop. Like, if you don't see this as the game dying, then I don't know what else will make you think it is. But that doesn't mean it's swooped as low as Hyperscape and Splitgate. It's nowhere near as low as that. Them games are nearly in the hundreds, I'm pretty sure. But it's still dead compared to what it was. So, to fully answer the question in one big go, is it dead? Yes, if you compare it to itself. If you compare it to the games the comments and other people would compare it to, then no, because it's still like 100 times higher in player count? But I can guarantee you, hand on heart, soul cross, whatever you want to say, and I don't think anyone's really going to disagree with me here, the game just isn't going to be the next big thing. It's not going to be amazing. Like, it's not going to be the next Fortnite, for example. It simply doesn't have the chance to now. Its hype has died, and ultimately, soon enough, it is going to die out, like Splitgate and Hyperscape did. This is genuinely a horrible thing to say, because the game, when I played it, was genuinely really fun, especially with my friends. But there's just no denying the fact that it is the path it's going to follow, and yes, it is simply doomed to fail.